Hey, my beautiful people, how you guys doing? Welcome to Taste of Divinity. This is Tasty. So we're going to be doing a love spread this week. This is you versus me versus the truth spread. This is going to be for my Leos. So oh my gosh, yes, hit like, subscribe to my channel, comment. Well, I'm not sure if I'm even gonna have comments as an option. I might have it in the beginning, but I might end up closing it off. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah. So this is gonna be a love spread. So what we're gonna do, we have two different decks. We're gonna pull your energy. We're gonna pull their energy. But since this is love, the energies can be reversed. So know if this is not your energy, that could be your energy, and vice versa. If it is your story, so since it's general, it's not going to resonate for every Leo out there. It's going to resonate for those it's supposed to, that is meant for. So if it's not your story, don't force it to your storyline. Use your intuition when it comes to receiving any message, you guys, especially with general. The first card that I pulled is where you're at currently concerning this connection. So you're going to be able to tell if this is really your story or not. But yeah, be open to receiving, but also check out other signs in your chart. I always recommend with love spread checking out your Venus, but your sun, moon, rising could also resonate with you as well. So before we get started on the actual tarot spread, we're going to start off pulling a positive affirmation card for you guys. So thank you so very much, Spirit, for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. So what positive affirmation would you like to start my Leos off with? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. What positive affirmation would you like to start my Leos off with? Okay, so we have I am safe in the universe and all life loves and supports me. So this says, I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can ever imagine. So with this one, I do feel like this may be you this may be you creating new foundational beliefs within yourself about the type of life that you're building and the type of life that you're creating. I do feel like you want to collaborate with, the universe or spirit or just your life as a whole, actually being more a part of the creation of your life. So building better foundational beliefs within yourself, telling yourself that, good things are supposed to happen to you. When you breathe in life, you breathe in the fullness of life, and et cetera, and et cetera. So that's really cool and that's very beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with your energy. So the first card is going to be where are you at currently concerning this connection. So thank you so very much, Spirit. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where are my Leos at currently concerning this connection with the person that's heavily on your mind, you guys. So you may or may not be with this person. It's literally the person who is on your mind. So it could be someone you saw down the street and you just fell in love with them, love at first sight type of thing. But whoever's heavily on your mind is what's going to come out. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where is my Leos at currently concerning this connection? Okay, so we have the judgment card for where you're at currently concerning this connection. This talks about a final decision. This talks about you receiving messages from spirit. This talks about you answering your higher calling. This talks about you, like I said, making a final decision. Ooh, baby. So, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. So some of y'all have made a final decision to like answer your soul calling, to receive message. You receive the message from spirit that you need to cut this off, this connection off, because it's just become too hostile. Look at this. You got the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and a Tower card. Yeah, with that Queen of Swords, baby. So it's really hard. Like this connection has been literally messing with your spirit. It has legit brought your entire vibration down. And like you've just been really focusing on you right now and the things that you believe in and just really reflecting on yourself, and you kind of just feel like spirit or your higher self or whatever, you're feeling called to legit walk away from this situation, leave this situation behind, allow for it to end, because you feel like it's just too hostile. With this Five of Swords being here, this is like that hurt people energy. This is like you're operating out of ego, you're operating out of pride, you're being extremely impulsive. You are literally trying to hurt me, you are trying to make me feel bad. And yeah, let's look at all these swords, you guys. guys. Just look at it. This person's very guarded. They're speaking with so much hostility. They're wanting you to feel defeated, and they're being impulsive. So they're not even thinking when it comes to the things that they're saying. They're just wanting things to come to an ending. They're just crashing things down. So I do feel like you're feeling called to legit pull back your energy with this high priest card. Some of y'all may possibly feel like you're the other woman, or may possibly feel like, this person, other woman slash man, you guys. I say woman just because that's a woman on the high priest card, but that's usually someone who's like, I'm not the only one in the picture type of thing. So since I'm not the only one in the type of picture, I'm going to love myself. I'm going to focus on the love that I have for me. I'm going to build up my own confidence, and I'm going to get connected to my higher self. With that Lover's card being here, I do feel like, it could be another divine connection. You maybe feel like, well, maybe this connection isn't really isn't what's for me. But in the meantime, I am going to, focus on my higher self. I'm going to focus on getting a deeper and better connection with my higher self. Usually the Lover's card is a divine connection, but for this one, I do feel like this is you building up your own self-confidence to get connected to your higher self, the other half of you. Okay, so that's where you're at currently concerning this connection. You come to a final decision to leave, to let it end. It's like you feel like there's really nothing you can do, because everything you do just cause more destruction because there's just so much pain and hostility. So let's see what they say where you would like to go concerning this connection. All right, Spirit. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where my Leos like to go concerning this connection? Where my Leos like to go concerning this connection? Where my Leos like to go concerning this connection? Where my Leos like to go concerning this connection? Ooh, they be coming out fast, you guys. A lot of energy. So we have the Justice card right here. So this is like you want things to be balanced. You want to be able to communicate your truth. You want them to be able to communicate their truth. You want y'all to be able to have standards. You want to be in control of your choices. You want to be able to honestly, you want to be able to respect yourself, and you want to be able to teach this person how to respect you based off the boundaries that you set in place. So I'm not really sure. Some of y'all may actually be getting a divorce from this person because we have the Hermit card right here. This is like you're really pulling back your energy. That Justice card, both of these are major arcanas. So this is like a major, major thing for you, to where you're finally standing up for what it is that you want in your life, your choices, your standards, etc., because things are in balance. This Hermit card is like, I just want to pull back my energy. I just want to focus on my own light. I want to pour into things that are also pouring into me. I want to put my efforts into things that I feel like are going to give me back a balance, equal give and take. So that Seven of Swords being here, or the Seven of Wands being here, is like, this is you wanting to put your guard up. This is you wanting to fight for your own sense of stability. This is you wanting to fight for your own boundaries. This is you wanting to fight for what it is that you believe in, your own happiness, with this Ten of Cups being here. Some of y'all do, yes, fighting for your own happiness, honestly, because you feel like there's a lot of confusion concerning this connection. That Justice card is like you want to make, you want things to be balanced, though, concerning this connection. So you do want to apologize. You want them to apologize. You don't want there to be hostile energy. You want things to be happy. You want for y'all to be happy. You don't want a guard to be up, but there is a guard up. And so that's why I feel like you are pulling back your energy so you can figure, so you won't be so defeated from the connection. I do feel like it may have possibly is lowering your own confidence, because you're just like, what can I do? It's like everything I do, things just get worse. And so right now, I just need to figure out what it is that I want. How can I take responsibility for my choices? How can I take responsibility for my life? How can I make my life more balanced? What can I do to make things right in my life? So I do feel like this connection is really allowing for you to focus a lot on yourself and your own self-confidence and the standards that you want in your life. And they're helping you build stronger boundaries within yourself, and take responsibility for the choices that you make and the things that you accept and don't accept in your life from yourself and other people around you. So that's really interesting. So the next card talks about hidden things that will help you concerning this connection. That Justice card, some of y'all are legit wanting a divorce if you're married to this person, and you're just like, this is the final decision, type of thing, that I just, it's taking too much of my energy. It's kind of what I'm feeling from that. So let's see here. hidden things that will help you concerning this connection. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, what are some hidden things that will help my Leos? Hidden things that will help my Leos concerning this connection. Yeah, you see how fast, like, I don't even have, like, they just flying out. You have, whoa. So the hidden things that will help you, we have the Three of Wands, you guys. This talks about changing directions. This talks about building a new foundation. This talks about being adaptable. This also talks about waiting for things to be more balanced, waiting for things to be revealed onto you, because we do have the Moon card right here, the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talks about being in high vibration. It also talks about, there may be a third party with the Moon card. There's some sort of secrets concerning some things that are in the that are unknown that will be being revealed to you. Concerning your own happiness, this is Leo energy. This is also concerning childlike energy, your own optimism. Etc. and etc. So I do feel like what they're telling you for the hidden things that will help you is most definitely changing your directions, being adaptable to building new foundations within yourself. And like I said, this right here is helping you build better standards within yourself, figuring out what it is that you want so that you can be stronger within your own boundaries. And so that Three of Wands is like you waiting for things to be revealed to you, whether that is you finding out about somebody else, or you trusting in your intuition, or literally just you finding out what really makes you happy, or you figuring out, ultimately, like, your own emotions and your own feelings towards certain things. Yeah, especially things that make you happy. So it's like waiting until you figure out who you are, waiting until you finish building that foundation within yourself so you can know who you are authentically, what that Moon card is. Maybe, you've been wearing masks in all of your relationships. It's been very difficult for you to honestly be who you are and honestly stick up for yourself and speak up for yourself and set boundaries in place and stuff like that. So hidden things that will help you is you switching the directions, you building this new foundation, you focusing on putting in the work, to figuring out who you are authentically is kind of what I'm getting from that. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from that. So the next card talks about hidden things that will block you. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, what are going to be some hidden things that will block my Leos concerning this connection? Some hidden things that will block my Leos concerning this connection. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Hidden things that will block my Leos concerning this connection. What are some hidden things that will block my Leos concerning this connection? Yeah, well, remember what I said about those foundational beliefs? So I do feel like this person has taught you a lot about just your childhood. When you saw that Sun card, that's my optimistic card. That's my Leo card as well. But it's just like this connection, because the red is what's sticking out to me in all of these, and that talks about just your foundational beliefs, your root chakra and stuff like that. And so it's like this person has taught you a lot about your own grounded beliefs, the things that you feel like you deserve in your life, the things that you've accepted in your past and your entire life as a whole. And you're just like, you know what? I'm no longer accepting this type of treatment. And so I do feel like they've helped you shift your perspective on, what is really important to you, and how you can be and embrace your full self. And so that's really cool. You're building new foundational beliefs. Ones is like, what, I'm safe in the universe and all life supports me. So realizing that, good things are supposed to happen to you, et cetera, and et cetera. But I do feel like there is an issue with, speaking your truth. So this could be you changing your directions and building a new stable foundation on speaking, being strong in your own boundaries. Yeah, speaking your boundaries, not being afraid to express yourself, because my throat is feeling really scratchy right now. So, yeah. So, hidden things that will block my Leos. So, hidden things that will block my Leos concerning this connection. We have a death card and the Fool card, you guys. So Scorpionic energy and Aries energy. We also have Libra energy and Scorpionic energy here as well. So some of y'all can have that in your chart. I don't like to, because we're all made up of everything. But you could be also dealing with that. So for that to be the hidden things that will block you, I do feel like this is you not allowing for this connection to transform you. It could be you not bringing an end to it, and taking this new leap of faith, being who you are, just authentically, because we do have the Six of Pentacles here with the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. So there's a really good chance that this connection is like an on again, off again type of thing, because we have the Knight of Cups as well. And Knights go back and forth with the Strength card. That's Leo energy as well. That talks about pride and ego. So I do feel like this is almost like, hey, since things are in balance, I'm going to bring things to an ending so that I can allow for things to transform. I'm going to take this new leap of faith, doing the things that I want for myself, and I'm going to legit allow for myself to transform into a brand new person. So the Death card does talk about an ending. It talks about rebirth and renewal. And with that Fool card being here, this is almost like not being foolish with the choices that you're making, not being foolish or reckless with this new life that you're living. You're now taking a brand new leap of faith. You're now starting something completely different. You're building a brand new foundation. You're changing your directions concerning the life that you want for yourself, the story that you're writing for yourself, et cetera, et cetera. And they want you to make sure you're taking choices and making actions concern, just making sure things are balanced. So making sure there's equal give and take, making sure the things that you're putting your efforts in are things that you're going to be receiving back, making sure that you're not receiving less than or doing too much or et cetera, et cetera. Just making sure your efforts are balanced. So making sure you're giving and receiving, at a balance. As far as like the hidden things that will block you, I do feel like that's the you not allowing for this transformation to take place. You're not embracing this newness that's happening in your life. You're not embracing this new opportunity. You're not allowing for you to massively, massively change, because that Death card is like, yo, you need to release these old limiting belief patterns, release these old grounded beliefs that you have for yourself, release what you feel like you deserve, release your pride, release your ego, release the things that you've accepted in your past, release this old version of yourself, and allow for yourself to start over completely different with a brand new mindset, thinking things that are supposed to help you create the type of life that you want in your life, in your world. So death is it's a massive, 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 and especially for this set of hidden things that will help you with that Three of Wands is building a brand new foundation. This is like legit. I'm thinking differently. I'm accepting differently. I am a different person. So it's just like even this person won't even really be able to recognize you, the person that's on your mind, because you exude different energy. You come off completely differently. So I do feel like they're telling you the hidden things that will block you will be you not taking this leap of faith. You not allowing for this transformation to take place. You not allowing for things to be released and ending allowing for things to end so a brand new beginning can start. Okay. So the next card talks about your overall advice. So can you show me, please, Spirit, what are my Leo's overall advice? What overall advice do you have for them? So we have the Eight of Swords, and y'all have a lot of major arcana, especially for the hidden things that will block you guys. So really releasing and letting go is something that is very difficult for you. Just feeling like you can do this on your own is kind of what I'm feeling, because the Fool card, she doesn't have, and I say she, but just know we're all made up of masculine and feminine energy. It's because she doesn't have anything or anyone by her. She's really taking this leap of faith, knowing that she can create whatever it is she wants to create wherever she's at. She has her backpack, she has her music, her phone, and she just trusts that wherever she's going to go, that is much better than where she's at right now. She may not be able to see what's going to happen in the future. She may not be able to see where she really is heading, but she knows that she has to take this new leap of faith. She knows that where she's at right now is not working for her. And she knows that something has to change within her in order for her situation to change. It's kind of what I'm feeling. So this is like you literally realizing that, this is something you need to do for yourself. Having better standards for yourself, accepting, being responsible for the choices that you made, accepting the consequences for the choices that you made, etc., etc. And even if, like, for where you want to go, if you feel like you need to apologize for this person, most definitely do so. But if you feel like you are wanting to go back to that person, it's like, don't go back to that person if you're still that same individual. There needs to be a transformation that's taking place. You feel me? So the hidden things are the overall advice is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about you feeling stuck and stagnant based off your own thought patterns, based off what you're telling yourself. And so I do feel like they're telling you to make sure you have a different thinking patterns. Like, what are you telling yourself to help you move forward in your life? Are you telling yourself that you can do this? Are you telling yourself that you are all that you need? Are you telling yourself that you love yourself unconditionally? Are you telling yourself that you trust your intuition? Are you telling yourself that you're ready for this new transformation? Are you telling yourself that you're ready for brand new things in your life? Because with this at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor card. So this is Aries energy. So some of y'all could have that in your chart with the four cups and the Five of Swords and the Lovers card. So that right there is like you are holding on to, this could either be your ego or holding on to control issues, wanting to control things, holding on to your pride, or holding on to someone who you feel like is a really controlling person. And that's keeping you stagnant, and that's keeping you stuck. You feeling like you don't deserve something better than that, than mental mind games. You feeling like you don't deserve something better than someone who's actually speaking life into you. You feel like you don't deserve something better than that. You feel like you don't deserve support. You feel like you don't deserve compassion, etc., etc. And then just you being afraid to take action. You don't, yeah, being afraid to take action. Not necessarily towards this connection, but just like I said, speaking up for yourself, doing what's best for you, releasing things that you feel like don't serve, what it is that you feel like you deserve authentically, etc., and etc. So overall advice is literally shifting the mindset, because you see this person is surrounded by swords. They feel like they're stuck. They feel like it's really hard for them to move, but it's only because of the thought patterns that they told themselves. So it's just like you thought your way into feeling stuck, so think your way into feeling unstuck by the dialect that you're changing within yourself. And then not speaking in circles, not constantly repeating yourself to whoever this person is. It's like, it's almost like I'm just feeling like how many times are we going to have this conversation? How many times am I going to have to say this? How many times am I going to have to do this, et cetera, and et cetera? And it's making you feel stuck. It's making you feel stagnant, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just almost like, how many times are you going to have to say what it is that you're going to say before you realize that, there needs to be another change? It's almost like you're going insane because you're doing the same thing and nothing is changing. And so it's just like you have to make that change. And that change could legit be you not accepting, the things that you've been accepting in the past. So let's go ahead and go to their energy. I need some water. My throat is so scratchy, y'all. Okay. So let's see where your person is at, or the person that's heavily on your mind, where they're at currently concerning this connection. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where is the person that's on Leo's mind at concerning this connection? Where are they at currently concerning this connection? Show me clearly, please. So they're at the Queen of Pentacles. That's where they're at right now. So, So this person is healing themselves with this Four of Swords. They're putting their heart back in their chest. They're retracting their energy. And I do feel like they're starting this brand new beginning. They're taking a leap of faith. And you see, this is the hidden things that will block you. You not taking that leap of faith. You not releasing. You not allowing for these transformations to take place. This person right here is like, I'm hurt. I'm pulling back. I'm not. They're just like, no. And they're just like, it's time for an end. It's time to end this. I'm going to be single. I'm going to. I do feel like they are indecisive though, because with this Two of Swords being here, it's just like they just don't want to see certain things. So maybe they don't want to accept responsibility for certain things, or they don't want to look at certain things. But it's much easier for them to just be single. Yeah, they don't want to focus on just how things have ended. They don't want to focus on building that. They just want to release these burdens. They most definitely want to release the burden. The Queen of Pentacles, she's like someone who could be like a motherly figure, but she can be very, very angry and upset when she feels like she's being taken for granted. So I do feel like this person, just look at this person's face, y'all. They're kind of just like, like, mm, like, that's just like they're just like, I deserve better than this, So it's almost like this person is like, I'm not going to accept anything less than what I deserve, type of thing. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I deserve, et cetera, and I don't deserve this. Blase this and blase that. It's kind of what I'm feeling from them. They can be very, very nurturing, very, very caring, very, very loving. But it's like when they feel like they are taken for granted, they can flip. The Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful person, but on the flip side, she could be very dangerous, very, very dangerous. Because she's the type who will literally pay, like she could, pay your bills, she could take you out to eat, she could make sure you're straight. But then the moment she feels like she's taken for granted, she's going to retract all of that shit. Your ass is out. You're getting kicked out. Yeah, like everything that she's done for you, she's no longer going to do for you. It's all I'm feeling like. So this person, I feel like they are also retracting their energy. They don't want anything to do with you right now. It's literally what I'm feeling like. They want to close this chapter out. So let's see what they say. It's really interesting because with this Queen of Pentacles, they're not even focused on their own pentacle. They're kind of like, I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know what I'm bringing to the table. Do you know what you bring to the table? Ooh, okay. So let's see what they say. What they want. Yeah. Where would this person on your mind, where would they like to go concerning this connection? This person's focusing on nurturing themselves, mothering themselves, and they may actually be a mother. So maybe they're focusing on mothering their own kids. Okay. So where would this person that's on Leo's mind, where would they like to go concerning this connection? Can you show me clearly? Where would they like to go concerning this connection? The Ace of Wands. Wow, that threw me for a loop. I did not expect it. So they want to reignite the passion and the connection. The Ace of Wands, I mean, it's really difficult because what if it is just a passionate connection? But the Ace of Wands is like starting a passionate beginning, a passionate new beginning. It usually is reigniting passion. It's usually not like starting a brand new beginning elsewhere type of thing. It's more like, I want to reignite the passion. So for you, you may be like, yeah, we need to get a divorce or something. For them, they're just like, I may not be showing you necessarily that I want to make this work, but I want to make this work. Type of thing with the Nine of Cups, yeah, and the Nine of Swords. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Ooh, baby. Look at all these nines. You got the Hermit card, Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So it's like this person, they just really love themselves. They really love themselves. They know what they bring to the table. They know that they're a wish fulfillment. However, they are feeling lonely. They are feeling left out in the cold. They are learning how to they're learning how to embrace their own skills and their own talent. So it's like they know what they bring to the table, but they don't really know what they bring to the table. They know that they are a force to be reckoned with, but they don't use their gifts to their fullest capabilities, is what I'm feeling from this. And so what they're doing is they're focusing on, being okay with their own life. They're focusing on being okay with their own energy. They're focusing on being okay with transforming their own thoughts in their own head and their own mind. So I do feel like they are most definitely holding back their energy from, something that they feel like does make them happy. But I do feel like, I do feel like they don't necessarily know like how to reignite this passion. They don't know how to reignite the passion. And so in the meantime, they're like, the only thing I can truly do is focus on myself. That's the only thing I can do is really focus on myself. So even though, I would want to see, how we can make things work. I would want to see and visualize, us in a better place. I would like to see us, actually having this passion back. I'm not really sure how I can see it. And so since I can't really see that, I'm just going to be focusing on, my own journey is literally what I see from this. Like all of these nines, yeah, that talks about their own personal journey. So where they would like to go concerning this connection, they do want the passion to be reignited, like a brand new beginning, but it's hard for them to see it. And since it's hard for them to see it, they're not going to take any actions towards it. They're not. So they're focusing on building their own connection, or their own confidence as well. So maybe the relationship broke the confidence down in the both of y'all. They're focusing on how they can use their own gifts to create the life that they truly want. They're focusing on how they can heal themselves, how they can have more peace, how they can have a peaceful night rest. That's it. So let's see what they say, the hidden things that will help. And see, now that I'm focusing on their energy, my throat isn't, it's not as scratchy as it was over here when I was focusing on your energy. So maybe there are certain things that is not being said, maybe you are afraid to truly express yourself because you're afraid of how that person would receive it. Or, I feel like it's difficult for you to stand up for yourself for some reason, and speak your mind. Because when I focus on your energy, my throat was really scratchy over here. This person has no problem speaking their mind. I can tell you that much. They have no problem saying what it is that's on their mind. So let's see hidden things that will help them concerning this connection. What are some hidden things that will help the person that's on Leo's mind concerning this connection? Hidden things that will help this person concerning this connection. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. So they have a sun card. This is Leo energy. This talks about happiness. This talks about being optimistic. This talks about healing from their childhood. This talks about knowing what it is that makes them happy. The Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Hermit card. It's almost like realizing that the light is within you. Going after the things that you want in your life. I do feel like for them, they have to focus on healing their childhood. Because the Sun card does talk about grounded beliefs, possibly in their own foundation. And it could also be pride and ego as well, or just working to be more optimistic. Like I said, because where they want to go, they would like to reignite the passion, but they don't see it. They can't see it. They literally can't. And so the Sun card does talk about being more optimistic. And so, maybe they have to be more optimistic within themselves, just realizing that who they are with that Hermit card being here, knowing like exactly how they can use their gifts and how they can trust their own intuition when it comes to just healing themselves and putting their heart back together so that they can start going after the things that they really want in their life. And I feel like that's more or less for career for them. But yeah. Hidden things that will help them is being optimistic, healing their childhood, having more childlike energy concerning just their life. It's like being happy. Yeah, and maybe even with the yellow, it's like solar plexus, so their ability to solve problems. They need to have like a more logical viewpoint when it comes to solving problems. There are no cups over here on your side, so maybe you've literally emotionally detached yourself, and that's probably what for your overall advice is Eight of Swords. You see how this person, and like in order for me to stay in this state, I have to not even listen to my emotions. No, be upfront and be honest with your emotions on how you feel concerning just the connection and even the emotions that you're feeling right now. So it's just like it's really hard for you to even take action, period, because you don't want to feel your emotions, because your emotions, you feel like they get the best of you. You feel like they put you in just you feel like a mental prison, type of thing. So I do feel like for you, definitely need to focus more on what your emotions are telling you and what you can do based off of those emotions that you're feeling. For them, they just need to focus on being more optimistic. I'm not sure if that's just in their life or just connection as a whole. But I do feel like it is in their life, because that Hermit card was at the bottom of the deck. So they have to realize what their own soul calling is and what their own gifts are. And then just being more optimistic about embracing their own gifts. doing the things that they truly want in their life. So let's see what they say. Hidden things that will block your person that's on your mind. So the hidden things that will block them is the devil card, and that's like so opposite. Wow, this hermit card keeps coming. It keeps coming at the bottom of the deck. So some of y'all can have Capricorn or Virgo or Leo in your chart, but and hidden things that will block them is legit allowing for the darkness, or it could be a karmic relationship, it could be toxic thinking patterns, it could be codependency, it could be like I said, toxic patterns, thinking patterns, depression, et cetera, to get the best of them. So for them, they legit, because, like I said, they want to reignite passion. They want to visualize things better for themselves, visualize, for them, like with this Queen of Pentacles, it's like there's someone who is very, it's cocky. It's almost like I know what I bring to the table. I'm the shit, blase this and blase that, but it's really like an insecure type of cocky. You know how you have people who are confident and people who are cocky, egotistical type of thing? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this. It's like they talk themselves up so much because they're trying to believe it themselves that they deserve, this and that and that and this type of thing. But authentically, they don't really they're not really secure within themselves, that their self-esteem. And so I do feel like the hidden things that will block them is, them either feeling codependent, feeling like they can't be okay with themselves, not being able to move to calmer waters, concerning just, I do feel like it's more or less mentally, but maybe even their environment, not being able to uh, separate themselves from environments that aren't best for them, situations, patterns, et cetera, that's not serving their highest good. That Fool card being here, that's like them not really taking a leap of faith, them not trusting in their intuition, them not staying in high vibrations. Three of Pentacles, three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. When it comes to building your life, the things that they're focusing on. You know, focusing on things that keep them feeling chained or feeling stuck or feeling like they're hopeless is things that will block your person that's on your mind. So let's see what they say the overall advice will be for them. So what overall advice do you have for this person that's on Leo's mind? Can you show me clearly, please? The Six of Wands, this talks about feeling successful, focusing on the things that you feel like will bring you success, focus on the things that make you feel like you're being praised, focus on your career, focus on that flame. Focus on that flame, visualizing that flame. The Hermit, the Hierophant card being here. This is like keeping your commitments to your commitments. This is Taurus energy, so some of y'all can have Taurus in your chart. Both of y'all have major arcana heavily, you more so than them, but both of y'all have heavy major arcana in your chart. So this is like for them, especially the hidden things that'll help them and to block them, they have to really make sure that they're focusing on the right things to get their life the way that they want. Like I said, it's really hard for them to visualize a better position for themselves. But so they need to focus on the things that they feel like will help them feel successful in their own life. Keeping their commitments to their commitments and going after the things that they truly want in their life, tapping into their power, tapping into taking action, tapping into realizing what exactly they're investing in with the Seven of Pentacles being here. And there's a really good chance in what it is that they want to invest in. And there's a really good chance that there may be, other people in this relationship or other energies that's in this connection. Some of y'all, this is like someone who is presently here, but some of you guys, this is legit someone from their past with this Devil card who this Devil card is someone from their past. Like the way that relationship happened was very controlling, and so they never really truly healed from that situation, and so it seeps into all of their new connections as well. Yeah. So instead of them really healing from it, it's almost like I won't say like lie to themselves and say it didn't really phase them, but it's almost like they act like it didn't phase them, even though it really, really did. They haven't truly, truly healed from it because it's seeping into this connection right here. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and start reading your oracle cards. So We have perfection and we have impartiality for your chakra card. So perfection talks about your root chakra. This talks about if you're not going after the things that you want in your life, it's because you don't have your energetic roots need to be um, deeper into the earth plane or whatever. So perfection says this card indicates protection and an inner conflict between wanting to look good and having compassion for others. Remain kind and unattached to an outcome. Being right and letting others know that you are right may not support the understanding you desire. So perfection says, I have the same high standards for myself as I do for others. Are you being too hard on yourself and consequently on others? Begin to look for what's right and good in your world and you will see it. I do feel like that's for your person's energy. So when am I presently focusing? Or where am I presently focusing? Knowing what's right and telling others about it may not be the best way of being. Alienating others, feeling alienated, seeking perfection, deeply desiring love, transformations ahead, uniqueness, friendships, and acceptance. And then we have impartiality that talks about consciousness, that talks about you allow for spirit to be able to be into your life and then you consciously making choices. So being aware of the choices that you're making in order to bring spiritual magnetism into your life. So impartiality says this is not a time to personally shine. I do feel like this is for both of y'all because I do feel like both of y'all are like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. So it's just like, yo, how about we both just take responsibility? And so impartiality says this is not a time to personally shine, but to allow for others to come forth with their gifts. You may find yourself in the role of a neutral advisor. Hold the space for others to find their own answer. Advice may not be well received. Be unbiased for now. I quietly listen, allowing for you to color your own palette. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Neutral position, allowing for things to unfold. Standing in another's shoes, uplifted communication, guide, open mindedness, and fairness. So, interesting. So, as far as messages from the Romance Angel deck, we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So I do feel like this could be like, and making sure that they're actual people that you trust, you guys. Because when it comes to just putting your business out there to everybody, you just never know who's actually here for you. So just be mindful of that. But I do feel like for you, most definitely, because you're kind of going through this alone with this Eight of Swords, especially with them as well. So it's just like letting your friends help you while you're healing, while you're transforming yourself, while you are changing directions, while you're literally going through this very massive change, literally killing off an old version of yourself. Allowing for your friends to help you during this time, not being afraid to accept help from other people, not being afraid to ask for help. Honestly, I do feel like that's for the both of y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Then we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So, I do feel like that's both of y'all as well. Yeah. So, because, that's for the hidden things that will block them. This most definitely could be codependency, but it could also be other sorts of addictions, whether that's being addicted to fighting, being addicted to money, being addicted to people, being around you, etc., etc., and not feeling like you're worthy, feeling like you have to depend on something else to make yourself feel whole versus just feeling whole within yourself. It's pretty much what codependency is. Then we have passion, allow for your heart and your soul to sing with joy. So it's a very, very passionate connection. It's difficult, you guys, because there's no cups on either of you guys' side. And so it's almost like, what do y'all have an emotional, do y'all have an emotional connection? Is this anything deeper than just passion? Is it anything deeper than just, sex and et cetera, et cetera? Because there's no actual love spoken, no deep emotional connection that I see here as far as like the way y'all express things to each other. So, maybe y'all haven't really dug deep into each other on the emotional level. And it could be because you haven't dug deep into yourself on the emotional level, especially for you, for you're at currently with that Eight of Swords, feeling all of your emotions, seeing what your emotions have been revealing to yourself, so that you are going to be able to share that with that person if you want to make things work. I feel like right now you're really supposed to be changing your own direction to build a brand new foundation within yourself, so that you can learn what standards you're supposed to be taking or setting up for yourself. This person just needs to realize how to focus on the right things. But overall, that is up to you. Then we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So, like I said, because especially with that hidden things that will block you, you're not taking this leap of faith to transform yourself, because it's an on again, off again type of thing. Making sure if this person does turn back around, that there has been some things that have changed, that you're not getting back into a same situation, because the same things will only happen. And like I said, there are no cups on either you guys' side. So I do feel like if y'all ever do want to make things work again, or come together again, there needs to be some sort of emotional conversation taking place. Nothing, I feel like it's too passionate. There's passion, and passion is good. Passion is really good. But if there's no emotional ties to it, it's almost like a superficial type of relationship or connection. It's nothing deeper than that. This may not even be someone that you're with, and legit may just be a sexual connection, but you overall ask yourself about that. Then we have Moonology deck. We have it's time to take action. For you, I do feel like this is you taking action towards doing things that's best for you. I do feel like for this person, it's time for them to take action on them focusing on, their own happiness and things that make them happy, them being their own supporter in their life. And we have a win-win forecast as an outcome. Full moon in Libra, one that is balanced. So maybe it's going to be done so after this conversation is taking place, because you want to have a conversation, discussing boundaries, laying things out, how can we make this relationship balanced? And they want to reignite the passion. So, maybe once that connection is, or that conversation is had, y'all are going to be able to express better boundaries to each other. Y'all are going to be able to have things equal, give and take. Maybe it really just depends on how both of y'all work. If y'all are both able to, but y'all have to both be willing and able and ready to, have that conversation and want to work on things. Then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's a full moon in Capricorn. You are starting this brand new beginning. You're starting this brand new foundation. You're shifting your mindset. You're shifting who you are as a person. So while this tough cycle is the end of a tough cycle approaching, so while this tough cycle is ending, making sure you are staying strong, making sure you are being your biggest supporter, making sure when you start this brand new beginning that you're doing so, speaking the things that you want to speak towards the life that you want to create. And then we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So it's just like just trusting that whatever's supposed to happen is supposed to happen. Like I said, if it wasn't for this connection right here, you wouldn't be sticking so strongly in your boundaries. It's kind of what I'm feeling like. They literally taught you a lot about, what you want from a partner, what you want from relationships, what you want in life, standing up for yourself and accepting, etc. So with that being said, I love y'all so much. I hope this message resonated for whoever it's supposed to resonate for. And y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Kudos.